Welcome back to The Vocalyst. Today we are listening to Van Morrison. This is not a first for me. I have been a longtime fan of his vocals, but I've never done a deep dive. So today we're going to watch a performance that I haven't seen, and the song is Caravan. Here we go.
Here we go.
And the caravan is on its way. I can hear that merry gypsy play. Mama, mama lived down the road. She's playing with the radio. La 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 la. Yeah, the caravan is painted red and white. That means everybody's staying overnight. Yeah, the barefoot gypsy boy round a campfire singing play. And the mama told us, "Go away." Says, la 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 la.
He is so, just watching this unfold is such a beautiful thing. Right out the gate, we're going back. The amount of, the thing get my words here. The thing I have always loved about his vocals is there is a finesse to the way he sings, but it's so powerful. And so just the combination of the two it's very captivating and it's very unique. So here we go.
Here we go.
And the caravan is
Right
on
there.
its way.
He has got such great support, beautiful placement, and it is just so powerful. And the intonation just feels like it's pinpoint precision. And he's even adding a little bit of texture right out the gate.
And the caravan is on its way. I can hear that merry gypsy play. Mama, mama lived down the road. She's playing with the radio. La 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 la.
I love how engaged his full body is when he's singing. You can see some movement, you can see the support that he's engaging from his abdomen. If you don't support and you don't allow free movement in your body when you're singing, it's very easy to let some strain and some tension creep in, and we never see that. It's just, and so instead we get this gorgeous sound, we get this incredible power, but also this sort of nonchalant attitude as he's performing. It feels very carefree, not careless, but just relaxed. And for me, that's even more engaging to watch, just to hear this incredible sound come out of something that just looks so effortless.
Yeah, the caravan is painted red and white. That means everybody's staying overnight.
This is a great angle. You can see how high his tongue is in his mouth. Whenever you see a lowered tongue position, when you see like a groove in the tongue, or even when it's pulling back, that's it. And I will always reiterate this to the end of time. That is a sign of tongue tension. However, that's not necessarily a bad thing. People use tension both in their tongue and their jaw to produce sounds. But when you see it so relaxed and so like fluffy in the mouth, I'm so mesmerized by that, because it just shows how much is happening from, the neck down as opposed to really requiring your face and your tongue and your jaw to produce the sounds you're creating.
Yeah, the caravan is painted red and white. That means everybody's staying overnight. Yeah, the barefoot gypsy boy round a campfire singing play. Yeah, the mama told her, go away.
Actually, I want to play this section one more time because his diction choices are very unique in that sometimes the words just sort of taper off, and if you didn't already know the words, you might have trouble understanding what he's saying. But then there are other moments where he over enunciates or really focuses in on a couple of consonants so that you can understand what he's saying. There were two S's back to back that caught my attention. Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah, the caravan is painted red and white. That means everybody's staying overnight.
Everybody's staying. He really latched onto that second S and even emphasized the T a little bit. So we got the separation, everybody's staying, so that you could understand the two separate words.
That means everybody's staying overnight. Yeah, the barefoot gypsy boy round a campfire singing play. Yeah, the mama told her, go away. Says, la 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 la. Turn up your radio. Really wrong.
That I love, he does this often, but just that it's a little added texture. We're getting that gorgeous mix that's so powerful and has a little bit more of that head voice placement. But then the second phrase after is just so velvety and warm and relaxed and so inviting. Let me play that again.
Switch on your electric light. Was really wrong. I want the hold you in my arms, so that I can feel you, sweet lady of the night. I shall reveal you. If you will, turn it up, look behind. Radio, turn it up, that's enough, so you know it's got soul. La 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 la, oh baby, turn up your radio. On your electric light.
Sorry, I'm getting sucked in. The agility, we get that every once in a while as well. He's just such a beautiful, like all of the music he did, I think was such a cool combination of what I would consider sort of that, like, it's so soulful at times, but then it like segues into this really cool, I don't know. We're going to go with rock genre, like soulful rock. I don't know. I feel like the music he did, while it all has this beautiful sort of like nicely wrapped little bow tie where you could say, this is Van Morrison, this is his genre. If you wanted to unwrap that bow, it could spread into so many different genres, and he's just so versatile, not only in his technique, but I think his personality, like his stage presence, just lends itself to so many different kinds of music.
Turn up your radio. Let 'em have a song. Switch on your electric
I'm sorry,
light.
that's another thing. The repetition that we see, anytime you see that in music, there has to be some kind of intention behind it. Otherwise it seems monotonous, it just seems repetitive. But and I think that's part of why I see that soulfulness so much, because when you are repeating words with a different intention every time, and there's like a driving force behind that repetition, it just feels so authentic and so genuine, instead of just some person. I mean, I'm thinking of certain cover songs where a person they'll repeat words over and over, or phrases over and over, because that's what happened in the original, but they don't do it with any sort of motivation or intention. And it's harder to believe the singer or the artist when we don't see that authenticity. Obviously not a cover, but watching this unfold just reminds me of how it's done.
Switch on your electric light.
So crisp.
Then we can get down to what's really wrong, really wrong, really wrong, really wrong, really wrong. I love to the heart to in my arms, so that I can feel you. We lay love tonight. I so can feel you. After the world, turn it up, little bit higher, radio. Turn it up, that's enough, so you know it's got soul now, so you know it's got soul, baby. So you know it's got, yeah. So you know it's got soul loud. So you know it's got nothing but soul. Turn it up now. To the one more time. Oh Lord. To the one more time. So you know it's got nothing. To the one more time. To the one more time. One more. To the one more time. To the one more time. Hey, man the man.
I also love seeing the band and how just happy and engaged they are when they're playing. It's so fun to watch. Anytime I'm just not sure what I'm in the mood to listen to, but I want to kind of feel, good vibes, and maybe I want to be productive, maybe I don't. Van Morrison. I'll just put Van Morrison on because there's enough variety that you never get bored, but it just, I don't know, something about his voice, it just puts me in a good mood. A couple other things I was thinking as I was watching. Y'all know jaw position, down and back is my favorite. And you could see that a lot with him. He's supported so much and so well from his abdomen that you see the opening, you see the space he's creating, but he doesn't hyperextend. You can almost see a little bit of lift in the cheeks, even when he's sort of maybe more emotive on his face, when he's going for these more like guttural screaming sound, not even screaming, projected vocalizing sounds, we'll say. That sort of like biting the apple position. But then also watching like his entire, he's kind of, I mean, built like a rock, you know? So it's very easy to understand why he was so well supported. Just being able to engage so much from his abdomen. I think, I mean, I talk about the longevity of careers often, and it's easy to see how his voice continued to hold up after so much extensive use, because he wasn't putting a lot of strain on the larynx. It was really his full body was engaged when he was performing. So anywho, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.